Today I am reading from the New Scientist Weekly, 12th March edition. Will Bitcoin help or hinder Ukraine? With access to traditional banking services in Ukraine disrupted, cryptocurrencies can help people there access money. But the same is true in Russia, finds Matthew Sparks. Cryptocurrencies are playing a role on both sides of the conflict caused by the Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Their ability to cross borders regardless of rules and regulations is helping Ukrainian refugees move money out of the country, but may also provide a way for Russian elites to sidestep before economic sanctions. Sidestep severe economic sanctions. The Ukrainian government is desperate need of equipment, tweeted a call for donations in Bitcoin and Ethereum immediately after the invasion last month. As of 8 March, Ukraine's Bitcoin wallet had received about 7.8 million pounds, while its Ethereum wallet had received 4.5 million pounds. Unlike funds raised by non-governmental organizations and charities, these were available to the Ukrainian government within minutes. Before the war broke out, Ukraine was already well placed to raise funds in this way. Last month, its parliament officially legalized cryptocurrency, although it stopped short of adopting any as legal tender, as El Salvador has done. Dimitro, a computer programmer from Lviv who works for a cryptocurrency mining company and asked that his surname be withheld for security reasons, told New Scientist that he had managed to escape the fighting in the Ukraine thanks to Bitcoin. He woke on 24th February to news of the invasion and found cash machine payouts limited by emergency laws and huge queues to withdraw money. International bank transfers had also been banned. He managed to transfer all his available money into Bitcoin and escape with his girlfriend over the border to Poland. He would otherwise have been conscripted into the army. He says, Bitcoin saved my life. Dimitro is now in Poland, using his technical skills to oversee a group of 50 volunteers subverting Russian propaganda online and encouraging Russians to protest against the war. They have their propaganda, but we have our truth, and as soon as people know the truth, they will definitely go to protests. He says, this way we can stop the war as soon as possible. Russians have also been converting their money to Bitcoin as the value of the ruble plummeted after the global sanctions strangled Russia's economy. Demand for Bitcoin has been so high that it has been trading there at a premium above global prices. There are fears that Russia's wealthy elite and those connected to Russian President Vladimir Putin will use similar tactics to remove their money from the country to circumvent sanctions. But George Lopez at the University of Notre Dame in Indiana says that any Russian oligarch using a Swiss bank, long a favorite storage option because of the country's strict banking privacy laws, and hoping to cash in millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, would be likely to appear on the radar of numerous watchful Western governments. He believes that while countries such as North Korea have been able to establish complex global networks to work around sanctions so they can move funds and goods using Bitcoin, Russia has had no time to prepare. Every bank is very suspicious of reasonably large transfers from anybody who's trying to convert into euros or dollars who hasn't been a prior customer. He says, Russian companies are now isolated from the global banking system and will also find it difficult to deal with foreigners using Bitcoin payments, says Lopez, because the receiving party will eventually have to convert into their own currency, which would trigger financial investigations. Put simply, large amounts of unexplained money are getting harder to put into banks under current scrutiny. European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde urged the European Union to push ahead with its markets in crypto assets legislation that was designed to regulate the trade in cryptocurrency to aid efforts to prevent Russian cash disappearing into Bitcoin. Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister Mikhailo Fedorov has also called for cryptocurrency exchanges to freeze Russian accounts. However, although some exchanges such as GoPax have blocked accounts belonging to Russians on official sanction lists, there are few willing to take stronger action, leaving the libertarian leaning industry standing alone while companies such as Apple, Nike, and Ford withdraw services and products from Russia. The value of the ruble against the US dollar dropped 45% from the start of the year to 8th March, and while there have been reports of Bitcoin soaring since the day of the invasion, it was up 9% as of 8th March from the day of the invasion. It had seen a large fall in the preceding week, It is hard to ascribe any movement in Bitcoin's price solely based on the invasion of Ukraine, but in this crisis, cryptocurrencies are proving to be a more stable bet than the Russian ruble.